than with more than 20 farmers at the moment, mostly local farmers, and around Hungary we have some others. We have created more than 100 recipes according to our farmers' goods, and as you see, we maintain an agricultural logistic center in center of Hungary, nearby Budapest. So please switch the dia. So we have some challenges, not just about marketing, and not just that we have shown you and write you over. It's a new service here in our country. So the cooled delivery, it's all the ingredients are cooled. So it's also a great problem to solve it, and packaging without plastic, it's always a big deal, because about food safety, we have to use plastic. For example, the vacuum packages for meat and sliced and peeled vegetables, we need to use it, but we are also looking for great solutions to solve that problem. But the biggest thing is the marketing. We haven't got the same marketing budget as big retailers. So we and our farmers need to compete with them, and that was the biggest challenge that we have here. So please switch the dia, Fanny. And that's why we are here, and that's why we are looking for solutions around the European Union. We see that in our service, that was the most important for our customers. That comes from a real good, the ingredients comes from farmers, comes from a real good and healthy way of eating. So we thought that it won't be the best way if we would like to sell the farmers' products if we do marketing jobs, because some farmers are very talented to make photos and videos and share it in the internet, but we think that not all of them has the tools and the site where they could share these thoughts. So that would be good for farmers if they have a platform like this. You can read about this challenge. If they had a good website, a good platform to share their marketing tools, and we could connect, our website, our service could connect a page like this. And if you are not able to go to the farmer and buy yourself their products, you can choose another channel to buy the farmer's goods, like ours or the farmer's website. So in this challenge, if the innovators give us a site or some kind of tools to make the farmers' visibility in the internet in a better way. I've promised to Fanny I won't take too long this presentation. I would share my presentation and my contact information in the LinkedIn group, so we could talk more about this thing, this idea, what we have shown here, if you would like. So, as I promised, I keep it short, so I hope you could understand better our challenge. So thank you very much again.
Thank you so much, Levente, for your presentation. And yes, please share it in the LinkedIn group. And I hope that many can cooperate with you on this very important challenge. So moving on, we are diving into our last challenge for our region, which is the challenge owned by the Association of Élőtisza. And they are basically looking for a solution that supports the pre-ordering and the sale of seasonal products in close surroundings. So they think that the farmers face the biggest challenge, how to sell their seasonal products efficiently in their close surroundings. And that is why they are looking for a solution that could manage somehow the pre-orders of the seasonal projects online or via web store. And they are also looking for a solution which efficiently could coordinate the production, the logistics, and the distribution of these seasonal products. And they are open to include also a marketing campaign to raise customer awareness of buying seasonal products locally and ordering them online in advance. So if you want to learn more about these challenges and challenge owners, you can also find them in the SoTecIn Factory website under the challenge owner page. So feel free to check it out. And going back to our main deadline, our first open call is open until the 28th of September. If you want to learn more or later you would have questions after this webinar, you can register to another info webinar on the 20th of September, hosted by the F6S organization, who will do the evaluation, and other regional mission info sessions as well. If you want to learn more, you can find the open call terms and the conditions. And if you have specific questions, you can also send it directly to the evaluator, which is SoTecInFactory@f6s.com. Or we also have a discussion panel, which you can find on this link. If you want to join the other info webinars, then here is also the registration link for that. I will just put it in the chat. And going on, we have a lot of different type of regional sessions that I mentioned in the beginning. So if you are interested in other sessions as well, in other missions and regions, you can also go. So it doesn't matter. You can apply to any of the region's missions and challenges. You can see that, for example, tomorrow Amsterdam will be holding a session about the textiles mission, and also Munich about plastics and packaging. And the Southwest region, Impact Hub Lisbon will hold another one about food, water, and nutrients. And on next week, Milano and Firenze will hold one about the textiles, and Bucharest about the food, water, and nutrients sector, but of course other missions and other challenges. And the main info webinar is the 20th of September with the F6S organization, the evaluator. We also have a bunch of social media, so you can follow us and subscribe also to the SoTecIn Factory newsletter to keep updated always. And I want to remind you to join really the LinkedIn group, because this is the biggest opportunity to meet and network with other interested organizations. So I think that was it about the Northeast region. And special thanks again to one of our challenge owners, Levente, to present their challenge. So if you have any questions right now about the challenges or the missions, feel free to ask. But of course, you can ask about the general application as well if you have something in mind.
Okay, I'm Balázs Polgar from Hungary. If I can question, I'm interested in how to prepare the proposal for our solution. What we have seen in the template, what was included on the website, is that we have to split into two phases our plans. But the first phase is the longer, with the lower amount of money, and the second is shorter with the higher amount of money. And are there any idea or restriction or rule on what to include in the first phase and what in the second? And yeah, this is the first question. If you can.
Yes, of course. Of course, and this is a very important question. Thank you, Balázs, for raising it up. So basically, in the first session where you have the lower amount, we will focus on the capacity building. And I strongly recommend to look at the timeline and try to set it up in a realistic way, what is realistically envisioned in that first phase. And of course, you should always envision in your application that you will get into the second phase, and there also detail it down, like how you will reach in that second phase the pre-market technological demonstration. So combine both and adapt it to the timeline and the parts that are here. So first the capacity building, and then the pre-market demonstration. I hope it answers your question.
But what could the capacity building mean in case of if we see the second or the third challenge? It's about making a tool which helps, for example, the online visibility of the farmers. That includes design of the system and implementation. But there is also a requirement that the applicants should have or must have a TRL level, technology ready level 6 prior to the submission. That means we shall have some prototype already implemented, and if we have a prototype, we have some capacity. We are doing this also prior to the project, and it's also a requirement. So what capacity do you think we would build here? More people involved in the project, or buying some instruments or equipment, or I don't know what, because there is no too much money for that in that phase. So we can think, we can create plans, we can maybe test. If we consider the third one, the seasonal products, seasonal producer products are available during the summer time in May, June, July. So that's the first phase covers that. So we can make some demonstration or some realistic evaluation of an approach at phase 1, but not at phase 2. In phase 2, we can just prepare for the next season, maybe. So what are there any ideas how you will handle this, or what do you expect from us to include in the first and the second phase?
Yeah, this is a very specific question. And I think F6S should or could answer this properly. But what I know is that basically all the applications will be handled in an individual way. So if you have already a technology readiness level, then that is fine, because that is expected actually. But you will get specific mentoring. Maybe then the workshops will not be that useful, but you will get specific mentoring, and of course the 15K. And this is what you should work on. So what can you do in that phase with the less money, but also you can include this as well, that you are more looking for the second phase because your prototype is already ready and you have already an idea that could be almost as a pre-market technological demonstration ready level. So you can elaborate on these, and this also shows to the evaluators that you have already a working idea. And I'm sure that the mentoring will be created in a way that is useful for your project. But you can think about specifically, individually, what would be those steps that could help you to prepare the evaluators and later the mentors to help you in those obstacles that you face.
Okay, thanks. And the second part is about the costs of the project. What we shall include in the plan. That's a very high level summary of our costs. How do you plan, or how will the project check after, or how will we get the money prior in the beginning of the phase, or at the end? It's a pre-financing or a post-financing, and what will be the conditions to get the money, and how will you check, or what proofs of our costs shall we present to the consortium?
So for the cost, there is no restriction. So this is basically a lump sum. Of course, it has to be related to your project, but it can be different type of costs. Like it can be related to the management, it can be related to buying something, it can be related to anything, basically. Just it's important that it's related to your project, but there is no restriction of what kind of costs are expected. What is very important is for you to keep all the documentation, all the invoices, all the paid employees, anything that you have, because in case we get an auditor, that will be very important to show that, okay, these costs were related to your project. Of course, this is an EU-funded project, so always these documentation should be included in your cost. And about the pre-financing, I cannot answer your question. I don't know how they are going to finance it. I never heard about the detail, but I will check it for you, and I will answer you in email.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for the questions. Any other question? Christina, yes?
Yes, it's a question about the capacity building phase. Are you thinking just in technological capacities, or are you thinking also in mentoring, for example, in a process to create a concrete business model for the product and things like that? Are you thinking on both, or?
Yeah, I think both. Like it's the same answer as to Balázs, that basically it will be individually created. So those selected innovators in the program will get special mentoring adapted to their needs.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for the question. Any other question? If not, then I will thank you for your participation and questions as well. And please follow us and also check our website. if you have any more questions, you already saw where to contact us. This is also my email address. So in case you have any questions, you can come directly to me as well. And we hope that many of you will apply and spread the word to anyone who is thinking as well. And wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye. Have a nice day.